want you to leave Danny right now. I'm marrying him. So get the hell out of my way. What? Danny doesn't love you anymore. He loves me more than his wife. I'm pregnant with this child. That's why you should divorce him as soon as possible. No, wait a minute. Married to my husband? And you're pregnant? Please stop this nonsense right now. What? I'm not joking. Danny can't get you pregnant and marry you. Who are you anyway? You're pretending to be his girlfriend. My husband would never cheat on me. You're a very proud wife. I'm sorry, but Danny is really seeing me. It's not uncommon to have an ex-girlfriend you can't forget. Your first love ex-girlfriend? I'm Regina, Danny's first love and ex-girlfriend. First love is very important for a guy, right? No matter how much time goes by, no matter if he married someone else. It seems you can't forget me. Huh? Danny was the one who came on to me. We just happened to run into each other in town, but he was so vigorous. That's absolutely not true. There's no way Danny made a pass at you. I mean, Danny. Well, from your wife's point of view, you don't want to believe the story, do you? It must be so frustrating to have a loving husband who's madly in love with his first love. But I'm sorry, it's all true. Huh? So just give up and get the divorce papers ready. We have a child with him, and I'll make sure he's divorced. Anna, it's been a while. May I have a moment of your time? Oh, it's been a long time. What's wrong? Actually, I just called from a woman claiming to be Danny's ex-girlfriend. Her name is Regina. Do you know who she is? Regina? What's more, what she said was terrible. She wants me to divorce her because she's dating Danny. She even says she's pregnant with this child. What? What is she talking about when her son Danny is dead? There's no way she would cheat on him and get pregnant like that. It's true, but even when I tried to deny it, she kept demanding a divorce. So what kind of person is she? Apparently, Anna knows her too. Well, in a word, she's a very selfish girl. She ruined my son's life. What? Regina was Danny's classmate in middle school, but we gradually drifted apart as I went on to higher education and got a job. As adults, we met again at a reunion, and that's when they started dating. She told me herself that she was his first love. I don't know if it was my son's first love, but she was his first girlfriend. That's why Danny was so worked up. Regina was very protective of him. But the more he cared, the worse Regina got. Worse? At first, it was cute. Like, reply to my messages within 5 seconds or answer my calls right away. But then she started being unreasonably selfish. When I told her I couldn't date much because of the busy season, she immediately accused me of cheating on her son. He said it was your fault for making me lonely. What? I'm doing my best to look good for him. He took money from Danny's wallet for his beauty treatments. Then there was the typhoon incident. He asked Danny out on a date on Typhoon Day and left him at the Resendius Point. He kept her standing for hours and even made her catch a cold. What's with all these stories? It goes beyond selfishness to treachery. Regina said she wanted to see how much he loved her, and Danny, being the serious guy that he is, didn't get mad. He just went along with Regina. It made him neglect his work so much that he even threatened to lose his job. But she left him for some rich guy. What? You did all that and then simply dumped her? That's right. I was happy that she finally left him, but it's disgusting. I can't believe she would leave my precious son in such a horrible way. And for a girl like that to contact you now? And now she's pregnant? It's too ridiculous to talk about. My son Danny has been dead for 2 years. The pregnancy and the affair were all lies. But after all this time, and all of a sudden, they would lie like that? I don't know what happened, but you want to start over with your son. I bet you finally realize how wonderful your son is. That's why you want to get back together with him, even if it means taking him away from you, his wife. She'll always be a selfish child, and I'm sick of it. Well, I suppose that's possible. Thank you for everything you've taught me. It's okay. If you hear from her again, let me know. I'll give her a hard time then. Hey, look at this! Echo pictures! The baby in my belly is already this big! When in the world are you going to divorce him? If you don't do it soon, I'm going to have the baby. I've had enough of this. You're asking me for a divorce every day. You even sent me an ultrasound picture. What? That's my line. I'm pregnant with Danny's child. Your husband has a responsibility to take care of it. I know it's complicated for you, but get a divorce. What responsibility? It's another man's child. Of course not. The baby I'm carrying is his. He made a pass at me when I met Danny, and that's when we had the baby. Oh, he told me that. I told you that before, didn't I? He and I ran into each other on the street. I was his unforgettable first love. He was so happy to see me again. This is a reunion of destiny. He insisted that I should go out with him again. What? And to tell you the truth, I was looking for him too. We broke up after all that happened, but I finally figured it out. He was the only person who'd ever truly loved me. No matter how good a guy I date, he always breaks up with me. But Danny was the only one who answered my every wish with a smile and went out with me. I'm sure we're bound by the red thread of fate. I'm sorry, but that's impossible. Because Danny is connected to me by the red thread of fate. That can't be true. I'm destined for him, and he's destined for me. I'm prettier and more charming than you. Above all, I'm his first love. I'm special to Danny. No, I'm the only one who is special to my husband. No matter what you say, he loves only me. And I love him too, so we will never get divorced. What a stubborn wife! But there aren't many men who are that kind, are there? You don't want to give up Danny if you can help it. But I'm sorry, you have to let him go. I'm pregnant with this child. He needs to take responsibility, so get the hell out of here and get a divorce. My husband died 2 years ago. Huh? At length you spoke of your love for my husband Danny. But what on earth does that mean? You met him again by chance in the city? I think you mean in heaven, not in the city. Did you go all the way across the Sun's River to see him? What? What? What do you mean? And don't tell me he made a pass at you, but a dead man has no tongue. How did he woo you? Did he stand by your bedside? Isn't that just a resentment from the past? Wait a minute! What did you mean earlier? Is it true that he passed away? Yes, he died in an unfortunate accident 2 years ago. We even held a small funeral for him. That's not true! I didn't hear about Danny's death. That's not what I heard. What are my plans without Danny? I don't know what kind of plans you have. Please don't say any more strange things about me being unfaithful or pregnant. It's very disrespectful to the late Danny. Then I will leave you now. What should I do? I asked all my friends, and they all said that Danny is really dead. What should I do, ma'am? All my plans are ruined. No, I don't know what your plan is. I don't know what's troubling you, but please don't drag me into this anymore. Then please, this is the last time I'm going to do this. I want his inheritance, and I want it. Huh? It costs money to raise a child. I can never raise a child in my belly alone. That's why I was going to ask Danny to help me. And now he's dead. I can't do it. If he won't be the father, at least give us the money. I don't understand what you mean. Why don't you tell that to the real father of your child? You can't tell him. That's why I'm asking you. The real father ran away from me. What? What do you mean he got away? Damn, that lying bastard! He told me he was rich and running his first business. So I secretly got pregnant and asked him to marry me, but it was all a lie. Lies? He's not rich and he's not a business owner. He's just a salaryman with an average income. And because he's married, the minute I told him I was pregnant, I never heard from him again. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. But then I remembered you, and I knew for sure. I knew that he would help me. He was so kind, he would never give up on me. I thought if I could get him to divorce his wife properly, he would marry me. So why is he dead? I see, so that's your plan. Please, give me his inheritance. Danny worked for a good company, I believe. And he's a serious guy. He must have a lot of savings and insurance. It wouldn't hurt you to give me the little money, right? No, it wouldn't bother me. But I don't owe you anything. What? I sympathize with you in many ways, but you have to take care of everything yourself. Please don't bring a dead person into this. Don't be so cold! Danny was a very kind man. If you married him, you must be goddess-class kind too. You can't just let an unfortunate person in trouble like this go unnoticed. Yes? It's only a little bit. Just 3 million, or even a million. Just a little bit of money, please. I'm sure Danny would have given me that much if he were alive. No, even if Danny were alive, he wouldn't have given you the money. On the contrary, you would have been charged. What? Before you want the money, you should first return it to me. The 5 million you took from Danny, pay it with all your ears. If you really want my help, then let's talk about it. What do you mean 5 million? That money? I mean, who the hell are you? You're not his wife. I'm Danny's mother, Anna. Hello, Regina. What? Auntie? I have heard a lot about you from his wife, Maria. She's been telling me about your pregnancy and affair with my late son. You know, you're a real pain in the ass. You've been bothering me even after my son passed away. As Danny's mother, I really dislike you. No, I mean... But it made me miss him a little. The other day, I took a look at my son's room for the first time in a while. I took a look at some old photo albums from junior high school. And I found a note from him. A note? How much he lent you, how much he used without your permission. I found a memo with all the details. What? And along with the note, we found a letter. The truth is, he was going to charge you the full amount when he broke up with you. But he couldn't claim it because you ran away from him when we broke up. He was so frustrated that he wrote that if he ever saw you again, he would definitely charge you for it. What? Wait a minute, that's not true. It's true that I borrowed a lot of money, but I'm sure he didn't expect that kind of money. You were my son's ex-girlfriend after all. You know how Danny is. He's serious and firm, but he hates lying. Do you really think my son would leave a note with a false amount of money? Well, you know. 5 million was the amount on the note. If you want my help, you pay me first. Then we'll talk, Regina. No, you have to pay me. You can't do this. Auntie, don't be so mean. No, I'm the mother of my son, so I'm going to be very strict. My son Danny is a very sweet boy, and his wife is a very sweet person, so I'm going to have to be the strong one for that. Pay me now, you slut. Holy shit! I'm telling you, I won't let you get away with this. We went to junior high together, and of course I know where your parents live. If you want, I can storm over to your parents' house. Oh my God, don't do that! They don't know anything about the pregnancy yet. Then pay up. I've always hated you, even when you were dating my son. I hated you for the way you hurt him. And to top it off, you lied about the pregnancy. I decided I would never forgive you. Oh no! It's a person who's already passed away, so why don't you forgive me? Even if I pay you back the money now, it won't matter. What? Because it does, doesn't it? Even if I collect the 5 million and pay it back now, Danny's no longer with us. If there's no one to pay him back, there's no need to pay him back. I'm sorry, but your son may be gone, but your repayment won't disappear. What? His mother, me, and his wife, Maria, are his heirs. That means she and I inherited the lender's right. All the money you've spent, we'll definitely get it back. That's a lie! Then do I absolutely have to pay? If you don't like it, I'll just talk to your parents directly. I told you we can't do that! Then the deadline is this 1 week. You have until then to pay back the 5 million in full. If you don't make it in time, I'll inform your parents immediately. Oh no! My son may be nice, but I'm not so nice. Be prepared for that. Regina brought me the money right on time, but she only brought 30,000. Immediately, Anna went to Regina's parents' house. She told her parents about everything, from her past history of cheating to her pregnancy, to the fact that she had been asking for his inheritance. Regina's parents hit her in the face with a fist. I heard that her parents punched her in the face with a fist as hard as they could. After that, Regina paid all the rest of the money to me in the form of a loan from her parents. She is now living with her parents. She plans to work immediately after childbirth to pay off the debt. However, as soon as she finished paying Anna, she was able to meet the lying man who ran away by chance on the street. They are currently discussing child support payments and alimony for the deception. Maybe her husband in heaven brought them together.